All right, you've seen liars, you've seen manipulators. But today, you're about to meet a dude who claimed a 5,000-year-old snake demon told him to kill people. No, not an excuse, not a metaphor. He literally said, "The Egyptian god Apophis ordered me to sacrifice souls." This is Nikko Jenkins, a spree killer from Nebraska who murdered 4 people in 10 days, confessed in insane detail, and then tried to claim it was all a religious ritual. But was he actually insane? Or just gaming the system to dodge death row? Today, we're breaking down one of the most chaotic confessions ever recorded, complete with ancient deities, inmate rap battles, and a courtroom meltdown straight out of American Horror Story, Cornfield Edition. This is Killer Confessions, and you're not ready for this one. Nikko Jenkins grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, in what police described as one of the city's most dangerous families. By 7, he was threatening classmates with a loaded handgun. By 11, he was already in the juvenile justice system. At age 15, he robbed and carjacked a man with a sawed-off shotgun. Boom, 21 years in prison. Here's where it gets interesting. While locked up, Nikko says he began communicating with Apophis, the ancient Egyptian serpent god of chaos. I am not making this up. This is exactly what he said. "I am the son of Apophis. I was chosen to carry out soul removal on behalf of the Almighty. I heard voices, so I killed people." Cool story, bro. July 30th, 2013. Jenkins gets released after serving 10.5 years. By August 11th, 4 people were dead. Victim 1 and 2. 2 men lured into a car by Nikko's female relatives, then shot in the head execution style. Victim 3. A young woman, randomly abducted and killed, shot point-blank in the face. Victim 4. An Omaha man who was just walking home. Jenkins ran up and slit his throat with a machete-style knife. All 4 murders were completely unprovoked. No money stolen, no vendetta, just chaos. And guess what? 10 days after the last murder, Jenkins walked into a police station and confessed to all 4. This wasn't just a confession. It was a full-blown mythology class. Jenkins told detectives, "I didn't kill them. Apophis did. I was just the vessel. I offered their souls to the chaos." He described each murder in chilling detail, the timing, the weapon, the final moments of each victim, then added, "The serpent god feeds off disorder. That's why I acted. I didn't choose this life. It chose me." Okay, Nikko, sure. You just happen to worship an ancient death noodle who really hates Omaha. So now we get to the trial. And this is where it gets next level insane. Jenkins fired his attorneys and said he wanted to represent himself. The court, for reasons unclear to anyone with a brain, said, okay. So Nikko shows up in court with his face covered in self-inflicted scars, saying he was ritually marked by the gods. At one point, he started yelling in tongues and chanting about sacrifices mid-testimony. Another time, he told the judge, "I speak for Apophis now. Your laws don't apply to the divine." Here's where the court got stuck. Was Nikko actually crazy, or just putting on a show? Psychiatrists were split. Some said yes, he had schizophrenia, believed in demons, etc. Others said nah, he was faking it to avoid the death penalty. What we do know, he bragged about the murders in jail. He wrote letters saying he played the system, and in one rap battle with another inmate, he literally said, "4 bodies in 10 days. You ain't real like me. I serve a god of war and chaos. Apophis be proud of me." That doesn't sound insane to me. That's bars. But also, the FBI probably shouldn't let this dude have paper and pencils. Nikko Jenkins was sentenced to 4 life terms, plus 500+ years for weapons charges. The court ruled he was sane enough to know what he was doing. The confessions weren't the ramblings of a madman. They were the statements of a calculated spree killer. Apophis doesn't care about justice, only balance through destruction. Whether that was delusion or deception, his words sealed his fate. Nikko Jenkins didn't just confess. He performed. He created a myth around himself, a dark god, a holy mission, a blood-soaked prophecy. But in the end, it was just one man, 4 murders, and 0 remorse. This was Killer Confessions. Hit like if you're still processing that snake god thing, and subscribe, because we've got plenty more darkness where that came from.